Hello, welcome to the Z Standing Ready channel, where we look at all things related to astronomy. In the past, we've looked at 16th century astronomers, including Hans Lippershey, Copernicus, and Galileo. Today, we're going to take a look at Tycho Brahe. He was a renowned astronomer who played a crucial role in laying the foundation for modern astronomical inquiry. His groundbreaking work was centered on precise measurements of the cosmos, including the positions of the movements of the celestial objects. Brahe's innovative approaches to the observation and analysis paved the way for future discoveries and advancements in the field of astronomy. Thanks to his meticulous record-keeping and meticulous attention to detail, other astronomers were able to build on his work and expand our understanding of the universe. Tycho Brahe was a Danish astronomer who lived from 1546 to 1601. His contributions to astronomy are well known and highly regarded, but less discussed is his unique and intriguing personality. Brahe was known for his strong will, stubbornness, and often eccentric behavior. He had a reputation for being a hothead and quick to anger, but also possessed a great sense of humor and love of entertainment. He was known to wear a prosthetic gold nose, his real nose lost in the duel, and he had a pet moose that he trained to drink beer. I will explore the personality of Tycho Brahe, examining his quirks and his idiosyncrasies, and how they influenced his life work in the field of astronomy. I will dwell into his relationships with his peers, his conflicts with authority, and his approach to scientific discovery, as well as his personality traits will be continued to be debated and interpreted by historians and scholars today. Tycho Brahe made significant contributions to the field of astronomy during the 16th century. He was born December 14, 1546, in Knutstrup Castle, located in present-day Sweden. Tycho's father, Otto Brahe, was a wealthy and influential member of the Danish nobility, while his mother, Birte Brahe, also was from a prominent Norwegian family. His true passion was astronomy. Tycho was the eldest of 12 siblings, and his family social status ensured that he received a quality education. At the age of 12, Tycho was sent to study at the University of Copenhagen, where he studied law, philosophy, and mathematics. However, his true passion was astronomy, which he became interested in after witnessing a solar eclipse at the age of 13. In 1562, at the age of 16, Tycho's uncle, Jürgen Brahe, financed his studies in Germany, where he spent 2 years studying at the University of Leipzig. While in Leipzig, Tycho became fascinated with the works of German astronomer Johannes Kepler, who would later become his assistant. In 1564, at the age of 18, Tycho returned to Denmark, where he was appointed as a royal mathematician and astronomer by King Frederick II. The king provided Tycho with an island called Haven, located between Denmark and Sweden, where he established a state-of-the-art observatory. Brahe was particularly interested in the motion of the planets and other celestial bodies, and he developed a system for measuring their positions with a high degree of accuracy. He also made several important discoveries, including the supernova of 1572 and the comet of 1577, which he demonstrated were beyond Earth's atmosphere and therefore contradicted the Aristotelian and Church's notion of an immutable heavens. The Church believed the cosmos was never changing. What you saw yesterday will be exactly the same today, except for the phases of the moon and the predictable movements of the stars. Because of this belief, when a comet or solar eclipse came into view, The church believed this change was the work of the devil. If a person did not believe in an unchanging, immutable cosmos, the person would be labeled as a heretic and subject to the church's punishment by the Inquisition. Brahe's observations were used by his assistant, Johannes Kepler, to develop the laws of planetary motion that formed the foundation of modern astronomy. Brahe's own theory of the universe, which he called the Tychonic system, was a geocentric model that combined elements of the Copernican and Ptolemaic systems, but was actually incorrect and way off the mark in describing planetary orbits. But back in the day, almost every astronomer and common folk alike had their own theories of planetary motion. But most importantly, all were compelled and forced to believe the Church's geocentric view of the cosmos, where the Earth was the center of the universe, and everything else revolved around it. If you did not believe this model of celestial motion, you could be severely punished, and both physically and financially, by the Church. For more detail about the Inquisition, please see my videos on Copernicus and Galileo's lives. Tycho's observatory, called Uranoborg, was equipped with the latest astronomical instruments, including a 20-foot-long mural quadrant. A mural quadrant is a type of astronomical instrument used to measure the altitude and azimuth of celestial objects. It consists of a graduated arc or quadrant that is mounted vertically on a wall or other flat surface, hence the name mural. The observer sights along a plumb line or other vertical reference to determine the altitude of the object, and it uses a movable index arm to read the azimuth on the graduated scale. In addition, Brahe also employed the large brass globe and a sextant. He also had a team of paid assistants, including Johannes Kepler, to help him with his astronomical observations. Tycho's observatory was the most advanced in the world at the time, and he used it to make accurate observations of the positions of the stars and planets. He also developed new methods for measuring the distance between celestial bodies, and he recorded his observations in great detail in his astronomical tables, which became widely known throughout Europe. But he had other interests as well. In addition to his groundbreaking work in astronomy, Tycho Brahe was also known for his interest in alchemy, astrology, and other unconventional fields. These interests were not uncommon for scholars of his time, as many believed in the interconnectedness of all things and sought to understand the mysteries of the universe through a variety of disciplines. Today, we believe this interconnectedness is established by our common denominator, namely energy. One of Tycho's interests was in alchemy, the ancient practice of trying to turn base metals, such as lead, into gold and searching for the philosopher's stone, a substance believed to have healing properties and be able to grant eternal life. Tycho was fascinated by alchemy and conducted experiments in his laboratory on the island of Heaven, where he attempted to transmute various substances and create the philosopher's stone. Although his efforts were ultimately unsuccessful, he continued to believe in the transformative powers of alchemy throughout his life. Tycho was also interested in astrology, the study of celestial objects and their influence on human affairs. Like many scholars of his time, Tycho believed in the powers of astrology and saw it as a means of predicting the future and understanding human behavior. He created detailed horoscopes for himself and for his contemporaries, and he even wrote a book on astrology called De Nova Stella, which discussed the relationship between the position of the planets and the events on Earth. In addition to alchemy and astrology, Tycho had a variety of other interests that were considered unconventional for a scholar of his time. He was fascinated by the occult and had an extensive library of books on magic and the supernatural. He also dabbled in medicine, using his knowledge of astronomy to create medical remedies and even performing surgeries. Tycho's interest in these unconventional fields have often been viewed as eccentric or even unscientific, but they were an integral part of his worldview and reflected the belief of many scholars of his time. Moreover, his studies in alchemy and astrology helped him understand the interconnectedness of all things at a deeper level and to develop a more nuanced understanding of the natural world. Tycho's legacy as a scholar and innovator is a testament to the power of interdisciplinary thinking and the importance of exploring a variety of fields in the pursuit of knowledge. Brahe was a man of many qualities, including his attention to detail and his meticulousness, assertiveness, stubbornness, eccentricity, flamboyance, perseverance, and resilience. These qualities made him a fascinating and influential figure in the scientific world of his time and continue to inspire scientists to this day. One of Brahe's most notable characteristics was his attention to detail. He was a meticulous observer and made precise measurements of the positions of the planets and stars in the night sky. He developed a highly sophisticated and accurate instrument for his observations, including large, elaborate quadrants and sextants that he meticulously recorded the data he collected in his extensive catalogs. Brahe's attention to detail and meticulousness allowed him to make precise measurements that were critical for the development of modern astronomy. Brahe's assertiveness and stubbornness were also notable aspects of his personality. He was known to be a strong-willed and assertive person who would defend his ideas and theories with great vigor. He was not afraid to challenge established beliefs or take on powerful opponents in the scientific debates. Brahe's stubbornness also played a significant role in his career, as he refused to accept compromises or settle for anything less than what he believed to be the truth. In addition to his assertiveness and stubbornness, Brahe was also known for his eccentricity and flamboyance. He was known for his elaborate and flamboyant dress, which included a gold prosthetic nose that he wore after losing his in a duel. The story of how Tycho Brahe lost his nose in a duel is a fascinating tale of honor, vanity, and the dangerous consequences of pride. Brahe was also known for his lavish parties, which he held in his castle, Nuremberg, on the island of Heaven on the coast of Denmark. These parties were grand affairs attended by nobles, scholars, and other luminaries of the day. Brahe was known for his eccentricities and his love for spectacle, and his parties reflected this. They often featured elaborate feasts, music, dancing, and theatrical performances. Brahe himself would often dress in elaborate costumes and perform skits or plays. Brahe's parties were not just about entertainment, however. They were also opportunities for him to network with other scholars and scientists and to discuss his ideas and observations. Many important scientific discussions and collaborations took place at Nuremberg during these parties. However, one of Tycho's rivals, a younger nobleman named Mandrup Parksburg, insulted Tycho at one of his first parties. Brahe was 20 years old at the time, and the unfolding events of that party would influence Brahe the rest of his life. According to some accounts, Parksburg made a disparaging remark about Tycho's mathematical abilities. Tycho was outraged and challenged Parksburg to a duel. The two men met in the streets of Copenhagen. The details of what happened next are unclear, but according to one version of the story, Tycho was drunk and insulted Parksburg honor by refusing to apologize for his behavior. In response, Parksburg drew his sword and slashed Tycho across the face, severing his nose. Tycho was badly injured and had to undergo painful surgery to repair the damage. According to most accounts, he wore a prosthetic nose made of gold. The incident had a profound impact on Tycho's life and career. Although he continued to work as an astronomer, he became increasingly reclusive and paranoid. Some historians believe that the loss of his nose and the resulting disfigurement may have contributed to his obsession with astrology and his belief in the mystical powers of the universe. Others suggest that the incident damaged his reputation and made it harder for him to gain support for his scientific work. Despite the controversy surrounding Tycho's story of Tycho Brahe's nose, it remains a fascinating tale of a brilliant scientist brought low by his own pride and vanity. It is a cautionary tale that reminds us of the dangers of arrogance and the importance of humility, even for those who are gifted with great intelligence and talent. When Tycho was 29, he held a banquet in honor of King Frederick II of Denmark, who visited Nuremberg in 1575. The banquet was held in a grand hall decorated with astronomical symbols and featured exotic foods and an elaborate table setting. Brahe himself dressed up as a jester and performed a comedic skit. One of the highlights of Tycho's party was his pet moose, which he had trained to drink beer from a special goblet. The moose was a beloved member of Tycho's household and was often present at his parties, delighting guests with his antics. Brahe's parties were not just about entertainment, however. They were also opportunities for him to network with other scholars and scientists and to discuss his ideas and observations. Many important scientific discussions and collaborations took place at these parties. Tycho was a larger-than-life figure who enjoyed the finer things in life, and he was famous for his extravagant lifestyle and eccentricities. One of Tycho's most notable characteristics was his sense of humor. He was known to be quick-witted and enjoyed making jokes and witty remarks. He was also a skilled storyteller, and his stories were often humorous and entertaining. Tycho's humor was sometimes irreverent and could be risque or even bawdy, but it was always delivered with a twinkle in his eye and a mischievous grin. At his parties and visits by his guests, Tycho would often invite his guests to view the stars and planets through his instruments, and he would regale them with stories and theories about the universe. Brahe's perseverance and resilience were also important factors in his success as an astronomer. He faced many challenges throughout his career, including financial difficulties, political pressure, and personal tragedy. Despite these obstacles, Brahe never gave up on his work or his passions. He continued his research and observations with unwavering dedication, and he overcame many setbacks to achieve his goal. So Tycho Brahe was a complex and fascinating individual who possessed a unique combination of qualities that made him one of the most influential astronomers of his time. His attention to detail and meticulousness, assertiveness, stubbornness, eccentricity, flamboyance, perseverance, and resilience all played a critical role in his success and continue to inspire scientists to this day. Brahe's legacy is a testament to the powers of a strong will, a curious mind, and an unwavering commitment to the pursuit of knowledge. Tycho Brahe's exact cause of death is not known with certainty, but is believed to have been related to a bladder or kidney ailment. One theory suggests that he may have died from complications arising from holding his urine too long during banquets, as it was considered impolite to leave the table during such events. However, this theory is disputed by some historians. There is also the possibility of mercury poisoning. Mercury was commonly used in medicine during that time, and Tycho Brahe is believed to have taken a medicine containing mercury for his urinary problems. There are still other historians who believe he may have been murdered. There is a story that Tycho Brahe was murdered by his assistant, Johannes Kepler, Kepler was one of Brahe's protégés and later became his assistant. Some historians believe that Kepler poisoned Brahe because he wanted to take over his work and become famous. Still, other historians also believe he may have died of natural causes, such as a stroke or heart attack. It is important to note that there is no definitive answer to the cause of Tycho Brahe's death, and it remains a subject of debate among historians and scientists. Tycho Brahe died on October 24, 1601, at the age of 54. He died in Prague, which was then part of the Holy Roman Empire, where he had been living and working as the imperial mathematician and court astrologer to the Holy Roman Empire Rudolf II. Tycho Brahe was the man of his time, and he lived life large and on his own terms.